Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, double check to see if the live if it's on live. It's on? Okay. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. The real Hebrew Israelites come to you week in and week out, prophesy the return of the Most High and His heavenly Son. All praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Dash. Double honors to the apostles out of New York, great Most Holy GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and truth and sincerity. Great brothers from the great Most Holy Chicago. This is Bar Ross Camp, and we're going to just go jump straight into it. The title of the lesson is At the End It Shall Speak, and it is still speaking. When I say it's speaking real, it's speaking loud. I'm talking about it's speaking louder than it's ever before. All right. I'm gonna open up a window real quick just to get the script up. It's my new computer. I had to put I had a newer computer that it was down, but I got it back up. I had to put the other one down because we had too many problems. And so I'm trying to open up the scriptures. But you want to get the end to speak Habakkuk? But we'll start with the title of the lesson, and then through the Spirit, we'll play. Okay. So go ahead. Whoever got it,
It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am approved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tables, that he may run and read it.
Hey, we the watchmen, man. Hey, I was telling the dude earlier in the Lyft drive, I was like telling him, like, man, I me burned on the truth like 7 years, but the last 3 years, telling the brothers, like, man, we used to be like, hey, one day we're gonna get off, one day we're gonna go to the store and there's gonna be military vehicles with men with M16 guarding these stores, man. Hey, got off the train, and it was just that, man. Hey, the troops are now guarding your stores. Hey, we're those men who are watching, man. The enemies, hey, beyond the gates now, man. Hey, the prophecies are screaming out. Hey, and then finally the Jake's now listening, man, because they're getting that boot put on their neck, man. They're getting that knee put on their neck.
According to the Fraternal Order of Police here in Chicago, it really wasn't the knee, it's really the shin, and it was not on their neck. Looking at it. But you know what? Malcolm even said it. It actually wasn't the knee. It was actually the shin, which is right underneath the knee, which is actually worse than the knee. The knee would actually not have done all that. The shin right now is narrow and like a blade, and once it comes down the carotid artery, it chokes you out very slowly and very painfully, and that's what it was. But irregardless, it's judgment of the Lord, and fuck them.
I got 3 seconds. 2nd Ezra 9:6 says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. So it's obvious as to what time we're in, man. It's painfully obvious, all right? And only the blind ones that's not taking heed to his word, but the ones that Yahweh Shai is ultimately not dealing with can't see this, man. You think you're going to be here for another 20, 30, 10, 5 years, man. 2 years.
At this rate,
this thing is going faster and faster. All right, there's a scripture that talks about the plowman overtaking the reaper. This thing is speeding up. Okay, and we're right here if you hold fast. All right.
can you start at verse 1 and 2nd Ezra?
Come. 2nd Ezra 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. So the Lord said, when you see these signs, that you understand. So we're not just saying these things from our own opinions. The signs are happening so we can see, like the Habakkuk says. At the end, it shall speak. The vision that the prophets wrote, all right, in Isaiah 55, the Lord said his word will not return to him void. All right, it should accomplish that which he sent it out to do. So now we're seeing these things come to pass, man. All right, which means what? The Lord is on his way.
He says, therefore, when thou shalt when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
In the world. The motherfuckers say this shit was happening in the 60s. They was protesting. Nah, not like this. Hey, the world is protesting. Literally. All right. You had motherfuckers in Iran doing a vigil for this George nigga. All right. They was turning up over in France. They riding, looting over in, I believe, in Paris and shit. All right. You got motherfuckers in Africa standing up for this shit. Right. The UK. All right. This is worldwide. The world is standing up for this nigga. All right. Hey, not even just that. What you had uprisings before this even happened, before the COVID happened, you had Paris, the yellow vest going on for over a year. Or you had them in South Africa. They was coming up against the people. All right, against they rulers. Yep, Hong Kong. Yep, it's been trending, man. All right, and then it said earthquakes. Earthquakes happening everywhere. At one point, I believe it was last summer, our Yellowstone had like 300 earthquakes in like 4 or 5 days or something, man. This shit is going down.
That's it. Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand.
Well understand. At the end it shall speak.
That's it.
You know?
That the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
God, what's that? Isaiah 43? I'll tell you in from the beginning. All right, the Lord has told us that, man, and now it's happening. You know?
And that's truly what proves the validity of the Bible, man.
All right.
We don't gotta have vocab alone, or Dr. George White, or whoever the hell these people are, give us credence. The prophecies that we speak and we break down proves that we telling the truth, man. These things are happening. Verse 5.
Now, one more you remember. It is Isaiah 48, and I'm gonna start at 1. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel, and I come forth out of the waters of Judah, which swear by the name of the Lord, and make mention of the Mosiah of Israel, but not of truth nor righteousness. So Jacob was going off. For they call themselves the holy city, and stay themselves upon the power of Israel. Yahweh of hosts is his name. I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth. And I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Before it came to pass, I showed it thee, lest thou shouldest say, mine idol have done them, and my graven image and my molding have commanded them. And like the elder Bob Brown already said, man, the Lord told us these things before it happened. So when it started to happen, we know who did it, the Lord. You can't say it was this idol, that this God, or that. Nah, Yahweh Basham Yahushai. All right, the Heavenly Father set up a program. He put Yahushai over it, and this program is running, man. And so the Lord is on his way back, and our deliverance is here, man.
He got to get all the honor and credit for that.
That's right.
Somebody can get in Revelation, the spirit of Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy. That's plain, man. Christians, and you fake ass Israelites out there that don't deal with prophecy, you're missing the whole boat, man. All right? You're sitting here talking about law, which is part of the deal. But without prophecy, you missing it, man. You Old Testament Israelites, you guys are gonna be left out. You got it?
Got the Revelation 19:10.
Revelation 19 and verse 10, it says, and I feel like it's sweet to worship him. And he said unto me, see that thou do not, I am thy fellow servant, and thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. It says, worship the Most High, but the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
They say it before, man.
Okay, so anybody claiming to be a Christian, if you ain't going to the prophecy, you ain't no real Christian, man. You don't really follow the Messiah, man. All right, to have a testimony of Yahushua, if you're going to speak on Yahushua, you're going to go into the prophecies. All right, can you go to the first chapter, the first verse?
This is Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him, it says to show unto his servants these which will shortly come to pass.
So it's prophecy. All right, it's the revealing of Yahushua. So to talk about Yahushua isn't to just say he died for your sins. That's madness. He didn't just die, he got raised up. Him being raised up is to represent that we won't be left in hell. Like in 1 Corinthians 15 chapter goes into. Hell, can we get 2 Ezra 15 chapter? We can start at 1. All right. not only that we won't be left in hell. It tells you that, man, that the Lord won't suffer us to be left in Egypt. All right, so this is the revelation meaning. Yahushua is coming back. He was raised up. He's going to come deliver us. And these things are surely going to come to pass, man. All right, so to speak on Yahushua is to talk about the prophecy.
Mm-hmm. Not staying in captivity, man.
Right.
You got these IUIC guys, man, that's out in Chicago, cleaning up the community, trying to be, good citizens, man. This shit is over with, man. It's over with. You want this place to be prolonged? Go ahead,
That's
you
crazy.
brother. You was the other call.
I got one for you. I just pull it back. I got one for you, real quick if I can. This is Isaiah, but you said something heavy, man. It's Isaiah 51 and 14. I'm gonna start at 13. And forget us. I gotta start at 12. Isaiah 51, 12. I am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? And forget is Yahweh thy maker, that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundation of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where's the fury of the oppressors? I mean, to hell with Esau, man. We fear the Lord, right? Here's the point: the captive exile hasteneth he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bridge should fail. So that's the spirit we should be in, man. We hasten to get loose. And it tells you let us labor so we can enter that rest. We got to do this work. We got to hit them promises, man. Because at the end of the day, Isaiah 44th chapter, Lord willing, we'll get it. The spirit allows us. And it tells you that the Lord confirmed the words of the servants, man. All right, so the Lord, we speak on it, the Lord's going to do it. It's his words speaking, But it has to speak in order for him to do it. And now we hear it. And it shall speak and not lie. All right, the words came out, and now the Lord is performing. That's right.
I didn't finish it. This is all Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry.
Hey, you Christians can't explain that, man. Hey, because all these Christians know it's the end, but they don't really have the answers, man. If you're not a prophet, if you're a false prophet, you're not gonna have any answers, man. They can't explain COVID. They can't explain why the 5G being set up. They can't explain the new system coming in, the mark of the beast.
They can't explain why the Pentagon recently said, hey, these so-called UFOs is real, man. We got video footage. Why now are you, giving this thing credibility?
Right. Space Force, and then just linked up with that's a big ass fighter on the way of coming down. Right in front of you.
Right.
But Space Force linked up with the Air Force, man. Why is that happening at the same time? The Pentagon just said the chariots are real. Don't kill it.
I was gonna put it in the court.
Okay, good.
I said the same thing to the guy who was giving me a ride. He was like, "Yeah, that makes sense what you saying." I'm like, "Look, man, Esau could give niggas reparations right now and in this whole thing and continue the show. Why now? Why is he making this big push now, man? Because this is the end, man. Everybody's coming against the war. They don't need you breaking up. Hey, you got wars amongst Esau's fighting his own people. Hey, if you don't know you an Israelite now, if you can't see the Lord's coming, hey, I don't know. Ain't nothing I can tell you.
I don't
man.
got nothing for you.
Hey, what's you say that? This Matthew 16. I gotta tell it up. All right, this is Matthew 16 in verse 1. Now let's get to the point. 2. He asked and said to them, when it's evening, he say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. Oh, you hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the times?
Hey, hyperinflation. You know what I mean? All these Israelites are signing the crime, man. They know their spirit. They know that this isn't the same how it used to be 10 years ago, man. The folly's gone, the mirth's gone. Jay got all the answers, man. And the thing with Jay is they refuse to see what's right in front of their face.
Because these niggas, they set on wickedness. They don't consider. They ass throwing big ass block parties yesterday You know, the one brother posted on my side, or the Ryan Michigan sent me something, but his name was the high school. He posted, they had a big ass block party in Linwood. You know, I'm salty he hit me up. I wouldn't have went no way, but damn, nigga. But so like, you know, go ahead with it. But yeah, these niggas, they in that party spirit still, man. That's all they know. And that's why I said what? They're gonna come up on like a thief in the night. They still having fun, like you said, the days of no. You know, they're gonna be party.
This is Matthew chapter 24, starting at verse 21. It says, yeah, let's start from 1. It says, "For there shall be great tribulation." It says such. It says, "For there shall be great tribulation, such that was not since the beginning of the world, nor to this time." It says, "Except those days should be short, there should be no flesh saved."
Right. So the Lord is gonna unleash all type of hell on you people, man. All right, spiritual ready for vengeance. Daniel 12:1 says the time like none other. All right, and look, we done went through slavery. We done got our rods chopped off. We done got lynched. Hey, Jake went through buck breaking. All right, 78 D. Jake was eating their own children and shit. So look, it's at a time like none other, man. This shit is gonna be turned. And Jake ain't considered. They still in that birth spirit. Still want his party. Now they ain't got jobs, but they done looted. So now that niggas is making money. Niggas got free drink. Niggas got free this, free that. All right, going around selling them bottles for $20, $25.
And one thing the dude
Coming
told
up
me,
at his party.
the one thing he told me, he was talking about that South Chicago strip. He was like, man, I was out there last night. It was like back in the day, wasn't nobody fighting. It's just love. I'm like, see, y'all got all y'all freedoms taken away. Now y'all want to kill and do all this bully. I didn't realize, like, bro, this is coming at a price. Hey, they gonna get niggas back to the NBA for a little season.
We're in the circus.
It's plain to see. If I could get, I might try to pull up the video and share the screen, but out in California, you know, you got Humvees full of troops just riding around the city, hopping out as though they in the Middle East some goddamn way. And people are going about their business, not really realizing what the hell is about to happen, man.
Yeah, hey, driving up, I was here east. I was on 55 to hit to Lakeshore Drive. So like, yeah, I was going to the east side at first, but then some shit happened, so I had to go. Ended up having to go west. So I hopped off Lakeshore Drive on King Drive to bust a U-turn to get on to I-90. Right there in the middle of the thing, bro. All you see is troops, and like it was either one Humvee or two Humvees right there in the middle, and the troops right there.
Armed, ready.
And you see this shit. You see it on the certain expressways, on certain exits. All right, they got them parked and shit. But Lord Lightfoot get on TV. This I know is the devil, man. Lord Lightfoot get on TV. I got 2 words for Trump. The first starts with F. The last one is you. We don't need your troops to come in. But the bitch already got the National Guards out here. Hey, the National Guard is the same as the fucking Army. It's no difference, man. It's the reserve. The National Guard is the reserve. It's the same thing. All right? So she's like, well, that's the game they playing. Oh, we don't need the actual Army. We got the National Guard. It's the same shit.
Bait switch.
It's the bait. It's the crawler. That's the crawler. It's the bait switch. Hey,
I'm telling you one thing, this is a whole thing.
man, bro.
Hey, man, they seem like how the elder was saying, like, it's not even clicking to you that these troops are now, you know, in the walls of America, man.
Yeah, and they deliver food. And I remember when the brother sent that clip to Cleveland. He sent that clip. They was out front of his crib. They delivered food to his neighbor across the street. They doing this across the country. It's getting you used to seeing them. Yeah.
They're running the COVID-19 clinics.
Yep.
You know, it's like they overseas somewhere when you look at the news now. But no, they here in America, in these states, with the military, basically, you know, administering aid. You know, running, you know, essential programs. You know.
It's back in Matthew 24 and verse 21. It's like verse.
Yeah, it was a 24, 21.
It says, "But then shall there be great tribulation, such as not since the beginning of the world, to this time no shall be evil, except those days be short, and there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be short." Right up down to verse 38. It says, "For as in the days that were before the flood, it says they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving marriage, until that day that Noah entered into the ark. And we not
Right. But those days before the flood, they just couldn't see it, man. Even though all the signs was right in front of their eyes.
Right.
It's the same time right now, man. Yahweh Shah blinded a certain amount of Israelites where they can't get it. They're still for what? Destruction. When you go back to Isaiah, the 6th chapter.
Right.
They're not meant to make it. But guess what? The ones of you that are out here that can receive this message, man, as Alex Jones put, you part of the resistance, man. You part of the ones that got, Yahweh Shai is showing you. Repent, come back, have faith, and get ready to receive your reward as part of this elect. Keep going, brother.
It says verse 38. It says, "For in those days there were before the flood, they were eating and drinking marriage, giving into marriage. This is until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the current of the sun and land be." It says, "Again shall they do two in the field,
Hey, Devon, you can test us on this spot.
Right.
and the other land."
Because that's the first death, and we go into the second death, which is that fire, man. It's gonna be that spiritual fire plus this nuclear war, which is set to break off, man. There's so much news and focus on what riots and COVID-19, but they don't realize these geopolitical moves that's happening all around the world. Right? People bombing each other. Russia is arming that, heavy arming up their nuclear arms. This thing getting ready to pop, man.
Like Rome, basically, the military was stressed so thin, you know what I mean? They even try to fight all these battles outside of Rome, meanwhile Rome being burned down to the ground, man. That's the same thing that's happening in America, man. America has so many foes right now. All his allies are now really becoming foes, and they basically they all get lined up, man.
It's all prophecy because everybody hates fucking Trump, man. Which is crazy. Hey, if you don't watch Fox News, every other news channel is basically dissing Trump. That's basically the game plan. They try to get him out of office or whatever, man. But in reality, they fulfilling prophecy, man. All right, you got the clay and the clay and the iron. That's Daniel. That's prophecy, man.
I got this is a little article, right? It's titled "German Officials Call U.S. Troop Withdrawal a Wake-Up Call for Europeans and a Chance to Loosen Ties." To loosen ties to who? America, right? So I'm gonna have a little bit of this. And can somebody get that Revelation 17? These things will hate the whore. And Jeremiah 50. And Obadiah, they can eat that related woman. This is an article that says while some in the German establishment fumed over the U.S. presumably keeping Berlin uninformed about plans to withdraw thousands of troops, others envisioned it as a chance to loosen ties with their turbulent NATO allies. So now America taking the troops, they're like, look, this is perfect. Now we can cut these ties we got with it. All right, with the horde. Just as Trump was saying last year anyway, he was mad at NATO, and now Germany's like, look, good, we can cut them off from NATO. It's the prophecies, man. All right, they divided. This is the end right here. Like, hey, Roger said, those 10 toes, man. Probably stone, probably reap. Now they like, look, hell with America.
You see what Trump reported out the World Health Organization.
Yep.
All these other countries are still in it. Hey, that's division, man. This kingdom can't stand. We got more going in.
Oh, that was really it. That was a point on that because we can hit the
And you see it, Donald Trump orders 9,500 U.S. troops to leave Germany. That just has happened. He surprises Germany. That the diplomatic relationships between the United States and these different NATO countries are deteriorating.
This is Revelation chapter 17, starting at verse 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, he shall make the Lord, shall make her desolate and naked, shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire."
con. And that's what's coming next, man. And this is perfect. The world economy is crashing. All right, and in the midst of that, it said this will be a witness against you, man. And what's happened now? These nations are mad at America. They're like, look, let's cut this bitch off. They're like, let's cut this bitch off. They've been, since Trump put that travel ban in Europe, that affected the economy. All right, that's it. Can we get James to do? starting at one. These, like the writer said, their relations are through, man.
Now, even if you look at this, it says today, U.S. is one of Germany's closest allies and closest partners outside the European Union. The people of the two countries see each other as reliable allies, but disagree on some key policy issues. That shows you the two forked tongue of Esau Edom. America wants Germany to play a more active military role, but Germans strongly disagree. This is actually going back a couple of years ago, this rhetoric. Now it's totally different now Trump is in office. All right, and they're not showing it clearly right here, but let you know it's still they disagree. First of all, Trump wants Europe, he keeps saying, I want them to pay their part. I want them to do what we do, this, that. You need to do this and put up your bam. They have strained the relationship with every single European ally, and strained relations with our enemies, with China. If you go look at America with China, the trade war, it's going back and forth, and then the whole COVID shit happened. Now it's only worsened. All right, everybody is hating America. Not only the beasts hating the whore, but now you got the heathens hating our enemies, China and Russia hating the whore. All right, you got the righteous Israelites hating the whore. Now you got the 2/3 hating the whore. America's the most hated bitch on the planet. Greatly despised. Nasty asshole.
This book of James, chapter 4, verse 1. Those who now be rich men, weep and howl for your miseries. They shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupt, and your garments are moth-eaten. Their gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
Right, and this place doesn't use gold and silver. They use the dollar that's based off of debt. And now back in the second chapter, it lets you know that debt. The people say, how long? How long you take what's yours and keep this debt going? Well, now we're at the end of it, man. All right? Now we're at the end of it. The economy's crashed and the dollar's gone out the window. And if the dollar's gone out the window, that affects the world economy.
That's right.
The world is pissed at America, man. Hey, somebody can hold that Jeremiah nation drinking wine are mad.
That's right.
You know, the nations are pissed they got them in bed with this war. You know, and the crash of dollar, all right, but this weak ass economy is a sign that we're at the end. We keep going and say it's a witness against you.
It says, and shall eat your flesh as meat for fire.
Hey, and that freaks us with that revelation that Yaakov just read, man. The 10 horns, all right, is hating America. They're going to burn with fire because of what? Hey, now the money's being taken.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now that they pissed, you know, hey, that's one thing Esau don't play about is their money.
That's right. Let them find out, which they will, and they are, through China and Iran and actually the CDC and the internet, that the coronavirus was a virus created, manufactured, and made going back 10, 15, 20 years ago. They have about 16, 17, 18, I heard about like damn near 20 different strains, some bioengineered for specific races. Once that information really comes out and really propagates, now you guys, Italy's gonna be like, well, damn, we went on a quarantine, small businesses lost, big businesses lost, medium businesses lost, people out of work, people protesting, people hungry. Then they're gonna say, oh, wait a minute, Scotland, oh, Britain, oh, Yugoslavia, all these goddamn European nations that's been in bed with you, and they said, wait a minute, you're the one responsible, like Isaiah the 14th chapters says, you're the guy who made the earth to tremble, you're the guy who fucked up the world, and with this continual stroke, what's that continuous stroke? Financial, military, all right, and all these other forms of rhetoric that Esau puts upon the planet, because he has with the covering that covered the whole earth. Esau Edom, through this bullshit that he spread, has covered the whole earth. Now these nations are starting to see, well, goddamn, we on the short end of the stick. We got all this money. And matter of fact, one country said it not too long ago. All the stimuluses that they've been paying and all this money the Federal Reserve is paying is money that's tied into the American dollar that the American people have been on the hook for. But not only the American people, the global economy, because the global economy is also based on the dollar through the petrol, dollar through the oil. So everything that goes on in America actually affects the whole country. If they throw the whole world. If they put $10 trillion, $3 trillion, $2 trillion, whatever, as stimulus into to the American people for the bullshit, that just weakens the dollar, which everybody's still dealing in oil through the dollar. So guess who's paying for it? Not only the American people, but the Iranian people. The Italian people, the British people, the Russian people. Everybody who's got who's tied to the petrol dollar is paying for what America's doing to America, and that's why these countries are also looking like, wait a minute. Now you see, and I know you brothers have seen it, them rioting and protesting and all these European nations for George Floyd. All right, for what's going over here in America. This is now global, all right? And this is going to be part of also the downfall of America.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what country it was. America was basically thinking about making their bonds they bought null and void, so they can't sell them.
See?
Oh,
And that's for years you tell somebody to buy your bonds, buy your bonds, buy your bonds, deal with me. Oh, they no longer could.
Hey, but you peeped in the first stimulus package where they sent everybody $1,200 or whatever. They had a digital dollar in there, man.
That's right.
A whole
That's
new
right.
currency.
Yep.
That should tell you something. They're trying to get out of this current currency and go into something else. It's a transition period. So when these countries get hip to that because they hold American debt, guess what, man? You know, they're going to hate the whore, as the scripture said.
Global economic reset, man, because they're gonna try to.
And that's a new article if people get that.
They're gonna try
Global
to
reset.
They're gonna try to get out of that debt, man. What do they say? Dead man don't pay bills. He saw, and he's like, oh well, that's the whole person. What we're gonna do is everything's on this new system, and I hold all the keys to it now. And people like, and that's why the next thing to go, this internet is gonna be out of here real soon.
Well, they're gonna no, internet's gonna be changed. It's not gonna be out of there according to Esau. It's gonna be changed. Just how if you go, matter of fact, you go call a cable company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, back in the day when you got cable, how many channels you get? No, all of them. Back in the day. Then later on, they said, "Oh, we'll sell you a package." Now, if you want all of them, $200. Oh, you want HBO, Showtime, and like the main basic cable, then that's like $75. But you got to pay the extra premium for the HBO and Showtime. And you want to pay the cheap one. If the cheap one would be, oh, you want just basic cable, no premium, then it's like $45, $50 a month. They're gonna start doing the internet like that, saying, what sites do you want to have access to? And they're gonna give it to where, oh, you want access to the basic ones, which are the major companies that America goes down for. You have access to your YouTube, your Netflix, your Apple, your Sears, well, even though they go out of business, and whatever your main Amazon, Walmart, Bought the Bam accounts. And then if you want extra packages, well, I want access to this thing or that thing and this thing, then you're going to get it in package mode. So they're going to contract the internet to where you're paying for what you get. If you don't pay to get the whole whop the bam, then you're not going to get the whole whop the bam. And that's how they're going to meter and control it. Because if they just said, no, you can't have it at all, then people would turn up. But if they break it down into a tier, which they already said this is going back, this information I'm saying goes back 3-4 years ago, 5 years. They were talking about this, but with the whole net neutrality and all the other shit. They're saying this was the future of the internet. They're going to shut this shit as far as how the access to, and Trump just did it a couple weeks ago by saying to censoring on Twitter because they censored him. So he said, oh, you gonna stop with me? Then I'm gonna say, y'all, you motherfuckers are fucking with me. That was all a setup to do what? To control Hillary Clinton said it. We are in an information war and we're losing. There's too much information going on. Everybody got a cell phone. Everybody can be online. Everybody can upload like this TikTok to goddamn it, World Star Hip Hop to Instagram, Facebook, live. It's too much information now. What Will Smith say? It's not that racism has been, he said now racism is televised. I forgot how you put it, but Cops been doing the shit that they did to George Floyd all the time, Trayvon Martin all the time, Garner all the time. The list of all, man, it's a smorgasbord of lists But now through social media, you see it, and now it's filtered uncut from 15 different angles, from 15 different accounts. At one account you can stop, but you can't stop the whole thing.
I got a precept for you. This was Solomon 14:22. Moreover, this is not enough for them that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so very plagues called they peace. It's like the other writer said, man, that's the war, man. He was quoting Hillary Clinton, all right, and what she said is information war. That's what it is, man. Esau job is to hide, is to hide and cover, bring out darkness, all right, and our job is to bring the truth out, to bring things to the light, all right. That's the war. The war of ignorance is what the scriptures call it, man.
That's right. Let's see if I can find. Oh, here we go. That's it. It's beautiful. To show you, Esau knows that they're losing the battle. Why would she say this right here, man? All right. Okay. Let's hold on. This.
Hey folks, I'm Joe Biden. I'd like to
Salakia.
join my campaign.
This motherfucker so. What you want to do? That's this is Joe Biden and
He ain't winning.
I want you to come on, nigga. Salaki, let me get back. So okay, hold on.
War. We are engaged in an information war. During the Cold War, we did a great job in getting America's message out. After the Berlin Wall fell, we said, okay, fine, enough of that. We've done it, we're done. And unfortunately, we are paying a big price for it. And our private media cannot fill that gap. In fact, our private media, particularly cultural programming, often works at how
they tell you the truth in your fucking face. Our private media, you go into the definition of the word media, is witchcraft, and they tell you that our private media, our secret media, to get you, goddammit, booed out of our shit, it's not working. We're going through a cultural, but they tell you that we're losing. Matter of fact, she just said it.
And they own it.
And our private media cannot fill that gap.
That you're not doing it good. Our Fox is not working. Our CNN ain't working. Our MSNBC ain't working, and all the other shit ain't working.
In fact, our private media, particularly cultural programming.
That's Psalms 83. That they will not. That Israel will be no more remembrance anymore. They're losing. We remember now.
And that's proof that this man is just a liar, because he wants you to follow up whatever he says, man.
That's right. And programming.
And somebody get that Revelation. In fact, just get to Psalm 58, and I'll get the Revelation. No, the devil came out to us a short
time. I got you. I'll pull it up on the screen.
They got Psalm 58.
Yeah, Psalm 58 is a lot.
Cause this shit right here is madness, man. Short time. It's coming up. I think it's 17. Short time. It's like it. 12. It's like it. Okay, so yeah, Revelation 12 and 12. Now they're playing games with me. So you pull up Revelation 12.
No, it's Revelation 20 and 3.
Okay, so
I'm gonna start at verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil. Yeah, and Satan. About him 1,000 years, huh?
No, it's like when?
About him 1,000 years. This during the dark ages. The devil was locked up for 1,000 years, right? And cast him to the bottomless pit, caught him down and shut him up, and set a seal upon him. He should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loose for a little season. What was his job, man? To come deceive the nations again. That's right. What he was made to do, and he's doing that, man.
That's right.
That's why we do certain magazines, right? Like New York Times stuff. Maybe do the publication in America, the articles will say one thing. They do the publication in Europe, and it say another thing.
That's right.
And through the internet, we know that because we've seen them put the issues side by side.
That's right.
So
they can't hide it. Right? They can't hide it. They through the internet, you can go through your Google search engines, your Bing search engines, and other search engines. You go to your social media, to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and so forth. World Star Hip Hop, YouTube. You have so many videos coming from so many people from so many different countries showing every single aspect of what's going on in the world. That's how you know that the corona was full of shit. When something's going down, like matter of fact, how many videos came down from all the protests, from all the popos burning their own car, busting out windows, setting up bricks and shit like that? How many videos came out? This when something's really going on, everybody tell. Where are the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of videos of everybody? I got that Rona. This is real. Please, y'all wear your mask. And where are all them videos at? And you'll see that shit.
So yeah, they exist.
I'm talking about in mass. And talking about to match what there's in the millions. To match the numbers of the scare when the deaths are not even 30,000. So where it's less than the common fucking flu. If it was so devastating, it would be millions of videos versus a handful of the few. Like, okay, I got it. Yeah, there are a few, but they're not in the millions. If this was really in order to be a pandemic, it's supposed to affect certain types of millions of the 8 billion. It's not even scratching 50,000.
China had the videos. But that was a different circumstance. But China got hit, man. You gotta remember, China has that big ass military, and basically America's a desolated China. China's holding all that debt. So that was different. They got hit with a biological weapon. But where's everybody else's videos at? And when they were dropping dead in China, that looked like a horror movie. You know what I mean? That looked like 28 days later.
What else was? Well, they're gonna bring it in when they do all this testing. They're going to make the forced vaccinations, the forced testing. They're going to redistribute it and give you the actual shit. Then we're going to start seeing some shit. I just watched it the other day. I just literally. Yeah. I mean, that's a beautiful movie, man.
It tells you everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. It's actually one that's even better than that one that's going almost 100% to what's going on. But it was in China, released 10 some years ago. I forgot I don't know if it's called The Flu or it's called something. It's some simple name. It's on like Netflix, Hulu, or one of them things. But it's so you got to read all the subtitles and stuff. It got the whole. I know because who wants to hear? Because if you're not watching the whole time and reading the whole time, you get out of it. But that's what they did it for, and it goes right in hand what's going on right now.
So that's 58-3.
The Psalm 58-3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born.
How?
As soon as they are born, they be born speaking lies.
Out the womb speaking lies. That is Esau's nature, man. That's how they get down. All right. So, in fact, this is Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times for the laws. They shall be given to his hand for the time and the dividing of the time. That was his power, man.
I was thinking about that in my head.
I know
how the girl lied.
Every time we do that speak, we have to give an example.
Okay.
Because the Lord said this is Esau Edom. Now I can show you Jake.
Polygrip cushioning.
I can show you I can show you Jake babies. And they're gonna tell you the truth. All right. Now, I'm not saying Jake babies won't lie, but this is their nature.
What were you eating? Apples. Why is your face brown? Brown apple. Say that again? Brown apple. You mean brown apples? That's why your face is brown? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can I smell it? Yeah. Can I see how you smell? It doesn't smell like apple. What does it smell like? It smells like a what? What does it smell? What is it? It smells like pizza tomato. Pizza tomato?
That's Esau.
Oh, that's one. It's one where you say a brown man.
No. It might be the same one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, that's not the one. But it's another one that said the black man did it. Yeah. Just stole the cookies, right? But it's a bunch of them. And we can go on days to, which we did this before, and they'll show you that Esau, Edom, is skilled from birth. Now, my daughter, when she was this age, and she's 5, as you all know, when she acted fool, and I say, Naya, what happened with the bam? She tell the truth, even though it's gonna get her in trouble. She'll sit there and she'll put the head down and she'll tell the truth. Just like Jake, they'll tell the popo, I ain't do nothing, I wasn't there, and they'll come grill him, sit him at the table, break him down after they offer him a cigarette and a fucking pop and a little pepperoni small personal pizza from Pizza Hut. Now the motherfucker, it was Tyrone, he started it, he set the whole thing up, and next thing you know, the whole hood in trouble. Jake tell on each other and always confess. Esau and their nature, not to say there ain't some Jake that ride or die to the end. There's some wicked Jake that do. But as far as the scale, Esau, they are born liars. They are born, and they will lie to your face even after you expose them.
You got the proof.
You got the proof.
We know you got the video. I just watched the video. This dude, I guess he was, they did a sting operation. He's supposed to be cheating on me. They pop out with a whole camera crew, catch him in the act. He's like, I really wasn't doing this. No, I mean, this is a setup.
I was just watching one today or last night. And the police came into this Edomite crib. It was like, what happened? He said, I was sleeping. He said, but not sleeping enough to close the window. He said, well, I thought a thief was trying to come in. He said, what about when you yell police? He said, what, haven't you been watching the news? It's the worst time. That's the worst type of people, basically. He just kept going on with it. Every time they had evidence, he would have another comeback. Like, well, I thought y'all wasn't the police. Have you seen what's been happening out here? Like, it could have been fake. It was bugged out.
And what happened to Cain, man? What did Cain do?
Man, lied to Yahweh should be our shy. He lied to the Lord. He said, Cain, where's your brother? Am I my brother's keeper? I don't know what's shit been done. Maybe I don't know where the fuck I was supposed to be keeping track of his ass. That's why John 8:44 he said he was a. Go ahead, brother.
In John 8:44, you are your father's another. Love of your father you will do. You was a murderer from the beginning.
In the beginning.
And abode not in the truth.
Abode what?
And
abode means to live. Abode means to dwell. Matter of fact, this is what they say, my humble abode. What do we do in this house? Live here. You know what I'm saying? So when he said you abode what?
Not in the truth.
He lives not in the truth. That's Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. By the transgressions of our education, they know they're teaching you lies. Oh, they're mad at the transgressions of our education. Yeah, you're teaching me lies. Yeah, I know I'm teaching you lies, but believe it. Why are you mad? You're teaching lies.
It's not sustainable, man. The thing is, lies are not sustainable, and that's the only way Esau can operate, man. He can't do anything righteously. You know what I mean? Look at how he came. Like when he was the Spaniards, he got off that boat. He had all those mice, bed bugs on him. You know, he was just homosexual. The numbers were getting low. They were dying off of plagues. But it's because he wasn't living righteously, man. Now you get Jake on the other hand. You know, of course we were going off too, but hey, we knew the herbs. You know what I mean? We knew what to do, what not to do. We had the law. Hey, the scriptures tell you if you keep the commandments, basically you'll be prosperous, man.
That's right. The Lord says, thou art an inexcusable old man. We Israelites, if you're susceptible to the lie, it's because you played and doted with them back in the day. The Lord said, and
because you didn't get the love of the truth.
That's right.
I got it right here.
Go ahead, brother.
The 2 Thessalonians 2. I'm gonna start up a little bit though. And actually, somebody hold the Obadiah. How to hit the thing searched out. All right. This 2 Thessalonians 2 and 2. I might start at 1. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled. That's spirit, because that's what we started off with. We hit that 2nd Ezra 9, the 15, the Revelation 1. All right, this talks about what? The coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai. That's what it's all about. The prophecies, man. The signs. All right. that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand. So don't worry. All right, that day gonna come unless these signs happen first.
That's right.
And there's a list of things, man, and it's happening. Upright.
I also want to say those are the birth pains. That's why the Lord says to travail. I didn't do the lesson right before the show. Those things must happen. You gotta have. First of all, we had to have a great falling away first. How do we have a great falling away first? Do we know that we were Israelites in the various parts of the earth that we were at? Yes, some of us do. You get go look at that 1700 map of Northwest Africa. You'll see Negro land, kingdom of what? Judah. All right. Even when they came and started taking us from there, Fort Benjamin, Fort Judah, Fort Levi, we knew. That's why when we came over here to Americas, we're singing Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. That's Hebrew. How the fuck we singing in Hebrew? Got beat to speak in English. Now we forgot who the fuck we are. We forgot who we are. We have been systematically reaching all the protocol of these prophecies perfectly.
Taking them all off.
All right.
That no man deceive you by any means, or that day should not come except there come a falling away first, and that man himself be revealed, the son of perdition.
So part of that revealing of after the falling off, the Lord's gonna say, well, damn, the man of sin, the guy who embodies sin, that son of perdition who is sin, he came to steal, kill, and destroy.
But he has to be revealed.
It has to be revealed.
What's going on right now? So-called white supremacy is all in the news. You know, changing the system, this and that. You got simple ass Negroes thinking they're gonna get real justice, but actually he's just getting revealed.
Right. When have we in our era seen the news, Channel 5, 2, 7, 9, all the rest of them say, yes, there is a disparity between the income level of black and browns. This is the reason why they're protesting. It's been too many times. Now they're saying they're singing our song that we sing to them for all this time. Now we need to do something. That's all bullshit because they still ain't gonna change shit. That's all they do is talk about the need for the change, but then they never implement the change. Because the changes that they do implement is the taking away what? The little rights that you thought you had. Now you can't go outside after 9 o'clock here in Chicago. Lori said, I don't give a fuck about Trump. I don't care a fuck about Wisconsin. I don't care about these motherfuckers. Now they're putting the garbage trucks in front of Walmart parking lot. You can't even get into a Walmart, Walgreens, Aldi's. They putting the salt trucks, the dump trucks, and all kind of shit every night now. That's a prelude to the full-blooded martial law. They now in the gas stations and the other stores that are open, Walmarts or whatever, you're seeing 2 or 3 armed guards at the stores now. That's the prelude of the troops being all over the place. They got the troops here now, but they got them downtown protected. Me and Malcolm had that talk last. Remember we went to Wall Street a couple weeks ago. Me and Malcolm was doing. I took him home, and as we were driving down, we already always talk about the raising of the bridges, so forth. That came to pass. We told him, and I said, well, I said Malcolm would say, I said they probably was starting. I said 12th Street. I said maybe a little further, which actually turned out to be 26th Street. They shut 26th Street down. You can't even get to Roosevelt now. They took it further than what I thought. 26th Street on the south side, they got damn near all entrances toward downtown with checkpoints to make sure that you got to be
31st now. Today they updated. It's 31st to Fullerton, I think.
Belmont, because they did Fullerton, but then people were busting through that. Look, it was a hole in that. I think I forgot what it was. So they extended it to Belmont because the technical was
Fullerton.
No, but they that's what they say. One of the days they said they had to stop it, which could have been just for that day, because people were they found a way to get inlet to get around. They had to put it back to Belmont. But the official boundary line is from Fullerton to, now you say it was 26th, so they extended it to 31st. So Belmont to 31st, Lake you can't, it's the lake. And then from Halsted areas, they got that blocked off to the Kennedy exits, they got that blocked off. In order to get to that inside perimeter, you got to have either live there or be essential to get there. Otherwise, you can't get there. And I told Malcolm on the way back, I said, they're going to stop, because he was saying that downtown, they're going to do it from the lake. I said, no, they're going to extend it past that, because the Federal Reserve is downtown off of Jackson in LaSalle. I said, no, they're gonna take care of their money. They're gonna protect their reserves. So that's why they pushed it back to, and that's why I was saying 12, but they pushed that shit to 26 and 31st. This is it, man. The Lord is all the things that we've been saying, them tightening up, squeezing us out. The majority of the stores here on the south side ain't even open. You want to go to Jules on 87?
Huh?
I
said I went to the store today. You got damn near had to go downtown. Even the stores the ones on Roosevelt even they had to go further than downtown. And then the one store that was open, I know that store was gonna close just for this Moriano's or Randolph. And I know that was gonna close eventually to the outside public because they got maybe a few of these people right there. Cause it's like a whole little rich little city, right? Like little separate little city right there.
No, each one of them skyscrapers down there, you can put 10, I don't know how many, about 1,000 people in. You know what I'm saying? With 100 floors with several apartments and shit, Yeah, those little areas you got that can be only for that. If everybody flooded that, they wouldn't have no food.
It's like they got the guards on this Jewel Roosevelt. I mean not Roosevelt, Division. They got that's what I was saying. I got out the CTA tunnel and they just hit me like we've been talking about this for so long. I'm like, man, they finally guarding the stores. Because the stores are there, and it's funny, man, because it's like Jake isn't gonna be everywhere to hit every ATM and every grocery store and every jewelry store at once with semi trucks. Jake isn't that calculated. But somehow all of this happened out.
All the ATMs, all of them. I mean, in Chicago, my insurance called me and said, "Hey, don't forget you need to pay your bill by the 10th." I'm like, I would love to. I got the money. I just can't put my money in the account. Or just go to the currency exchange. Majority of currency exchanges that are on me are boarded up and shut down. Now it's a few being open, but my bank, they hit my bank. All right. I'm not too scared.
And then guess what I
I
said?
know. I went to your bank on 95th that day.
Which one? Oh, which one? I'm just saying what bank?
West. It was before kids.
Okay.
The church.
I know what you're talking about. One of the bigger branches. Okay, they're open.
They were open. They closed at 2:00 that day. They had a planned protest. They was open.
See, now I do have a car. But say if I don't got a car, I got to go out to the suburb to go over because that's a suburb. That's Evergreen. I gotta go over from Chicago to Evergreen, Oakland, Evergreen, to go get to the bank just to go put some money in the bank so I can go pay a fucking bill. The one on 79th in Cottage, they shut down. The ones on 19th and off the Expressway shut down. All these other banks, I've seen Chase shut down. American was Bank of America shut down.
A lot of them ain't even taking money.
No, they're closed down, and then the fucking ATMs ain't there. Because they broke into them, so they took them out. They got to reorder the machines and get new ones there. They couldn't even go inside them because of the social distancing. So they had all the business going through the outside line. So now it's done.
They just took the money out. Niggas didn't even hit them. They just prepared, and was expecting niggas to hit it, and they took the shit out.
So a lot of people came there and get found out.
Yeah, because I went to that same day. I went to a bank on Cottage. That's what hit you up to ask you who else is a MasterCard bank.
Right.
That one was closed. I'm thinking the PNC, I think it was.
Right.
But that's that James 5, man. This place is going down.
There was two other things. I went to Bank of America. I went to a good ATM. They said the bank it wasn't allowing you to put money in it. And then I seen when I was at the only ATMs I could find where they still had money was Chinatown. But guess what? It was like I'm not gonna say hundreds. It was a lot of Moabites making that bank run.
That's how it was over there in Oklahoma. I waited forever in that line.
Yeah.
But the spirit's so cold, they allowed me to come in.
Hey, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Because they didn't even see that. See, now, speaking on that, and this is why I'm going to say my piece before I leave. Before I leave, I can't count, and I've showed several brothers, and I did maybe a video here and there about how he said, my service, give me that scripture real quick, my servant shall eat. The Lord is taking care of the men of the Lord. When I'm talking about food, money, protection, whatever, the Popo did a crackdown on people's partying and breaking the curfew last night. Right when I was coming down the street to make my move to drop off my coworker before I go home from work, it was right when they was doing the crackdown, and they shut it down just for me, right, not to be caught in their web. right in the whip, because otherwise I would have to go prove why I'm out there, why I'm doing what I'm doing. I got to buy the van, which I would have been fine because I'm just getting off of work. But at the same time, the Lord, it happened like clockwork. There was a couple other times over the last month or two where I needed something. Matter of fact, one of the small things, needed something, like I was working on something. I was like, let's go run to the store. Lines wrapped around the corner. Go to another one. Line wrapped around the corner. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'm just going to have to be done, but I can't do it today. Lord said, no, go here. He'll send me to one spot, and there was nobody there. The Lord has been moving us like chess pieces, making sure that we all going to be okay. We're as long as we stay on this vibration, following the law, statutes, commandments, repenting every day, doing the work of the evangelist, out there doing it how we're supposed to, the Lord's going to put a spirit of protection on us. Outside of that, we're going to be fucked.
Jacob's trouble is hitting, man.
It's it.
It's hitting.
It's
It's
hit.
Lori Lightfoot saying in Walmart and all these other stores trying to pull out Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna
And they wouldn't even let it in Chicago. Now they finally Chicago would not let Walmart in until 2 or 3 years ago, and now Walmart said, "Fuck this, Walmart doesn't come here in the fucking first place." And now,
And you know what? That's so funny because Walmart and all these other stores,
Yep.
they are no other stores.
Yep.
So when these big chains leave, it's already gonna be food families. So those families are we just waiting for it to kick in.
Bro, the dude, like Eddie Ray said, when the news start talking about something, you know it's something. Because now they're talking about food deserts in our neighborhoods. They calling them food deserts. They was already like that, and that's been worse. Can we get that song? We had Psalm 60. No, do you have the second one?
man, what
I
you
got
want to call for?
Isaiah
Bob, real quick, and then I gotta go. Slack, yeah, time got to be.
Isaiah 65:13. It says, therefore, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat.
My servant shall what?
Shall eat.
He said, the Lord's servant shall what?
Shall eat,
So what? Go ahead.
but ye shall be hungry.
So wait a minute. While everybody else starving, matter of fact, niggas are starving. Matter of fact, people are spending a little bit of coins they got on pizza, on McDonald's, on fucking Popeyes, on White Castles, on goddamn it, Lim's Barbecue, because you can't go to Jewel's. They close. You can't go to goddamn. There's only a few to save you. It was already a food desert. So now, out of the food desert, over half of them closed because of the fucking riots. So now, matter of fact, the thing's like, well, damn, where can I go get some alcohol? Well, the only place to get alcohol now is like in one location that normally would be 15 liquor stores in that area. Now it's one. So now you gotta go all the way 15, 20 minutes just to go get some liquor. You wanna go get some
one for the kick get real quick.
real quick.
We
Real
got good
quick.
drink, bitch.
That's right. That's right.
Go get this
I had to go to Bourbonnais the other day, 45 minutes away, just to go to a Walmart that was open. It was none open in the city. Zero. Now the Walmart over here on 111 said they ain't opening back.
Damn.
The Jewels over here on 70 something in Stony Island said they're not opening up no more. They said no, we're shutting it down. They don't convert them to FEMA camps. That was intentional.
Yeah.
All right. But that's a setup. But they're using the riots as an excuse to say no, we're shutting down. All right. There's a lot of stores that say we ain't opening back because fuck you niggas, man.
Good.
There's a lot of
These niggas
liquor
don't
stores.
deserve it.
That's right. There's a lot of liquor
Don't
stores
deserve
they
that
got
shit.
busted into, and they said, fuck it, we ain't opening back. This is the shit that we're going through. And how am I y'all, man? And then I went to the goddamn liquor store for my boss, and then I'm going to the beer section where he went, because it's a car, he drinks the beer. And, they drink heavy, the beer. We hit the liquor heavy, they hit the beer heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it's like, damn, it's only 1 12-pack of that. Damn, ain't got none of that. Damn, it's none of that. This shit is getting dead. This shit is getting sparse, bro. The rail lines are not delivering food like they used to. The truck lines are hurting and shit and going out of business. The Most High is fucking America right in the goddamn face.
They hijacking the trucks. I heard in Calumet City, they out there, they already doing home invasions for food. Not even for not for money, for food.
Shalom, I give you half a Slaki had to go take it, I gotta go pay the bill.
I don't think no brothers live in the area.
Calumet? No, not anymore.
Nah, the Lord moved the brothers from those fucked up areas for the most part.
Yeah, that was not right here. That's right.
Oh, you know.
I said it. I was just in my speakers. I was talking about a little bit.
Also, I like around like the brothers.
Yeah, that's
everybody moved from over there.
Yep. Even Big Ox, he lived further south. He died. He's back in the city. Shalom, Maki, on your Apatone, and
You were with the verse 11?
111.
Yeah. Start at 10.
Start 10. It's Isaiah 64:10. It says, Isaiah 65:10. It says, and Sharon shall be a fold for flocks in the valley of Core, a place for the herbs to lie down, and for my people that have sought me. It says, but ye are they that forsake
For my people that sought me. So the Lord's gonna bless the people that's been seeking him, man. All right, Revelation 3rd chapter, because you kept the word of my patience, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. All right.
It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth.
Right. So that's why the Lord is jacking these niggas up, man. That's why we say they don't need the shit, man. All right. 2 Corinthians 9 said they received benefits, man. All right. And they didn't think about the Lord. When repentance was open unto them, they didn't care about the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. So to hell with them, man. Proverbs the 1st chapter. All right. The Lord reached out. He sent his prophets. All right. The Lord hand stretched out. Y'all don't want it. The Lord grabbed y'all by the shoulder, like it says Zechariah, like, no, wait. And y'all pulling y'all shoulder away.
They ain't gonna overtake us.
Right. Right. The Lord ain't gonna do good nor do evil. Well, now look, it looks like he's bringing a lot of evil to pass.
He's still showing mercy by having us still able to preach this word.
That's
So
right.
once this is in, and you think it's bad now, once the preaching stops, it's a wrap, man.
You think you're lonely now?
Wait
Till
till
tonight, girl. Shit.
This is oh, go ahead, you go ahead. It says that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
That's right. Hey, all these so-called leaders, all these people that's out here leading these protests, even now UIC, they out here. All right. But y'all want to have preaching the word you're supposed to. All right. Y'all was giving the people over to Esau's hands, man. Giving them right into the truth. Left them hanging. So now when Esau bring in martial law, which he's already done, now he brings RFID chip, which is here. Guess what? Our people going to go straight forward. All right. And you leaders, man, y'all gonna get great destruction. And this is why, because y'all didn't listen to the word of the Lord. Y'all didn't teach the word of the Lord, man. It's y'all people that didn't listen to us, and we listen to these different leaders, like you listen to IUIC or you listen to Kanye West, that's your guidance counselor. That's what you're gonna fall into the ditch with them, man.
Therefore will I number you to the sword, and also it's like ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. You did evil before mine eyes.
They have no clock, man. This word is set to go out for a specific set of time, man. And now it's wrapping up. Now it's ending. And guess what? The Lord got nothing for you but straight fucking judgment. That's it. Ain't no words of remorse. Go ahead, bro.
You did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Right, Jeremiah 44:4. The words said this prophet is rising early, saying, do not these abominable things that I hate. All right, but y'all wouldn't listen. So what's left for you? Death and destruction. We told you what not to do. We told you what to do. We let you know how merciful the Lord is. Look, the Lord don't expect you to be perfect like him. I mean, be perfect meaning mature. He don't expect you to be perfect in the way we normally use the word. He don't expect that. All right, he expects you to return and do better though. That's it. Just return and do better. That's all the Lord is asking. He's gonna do the rest. He's gonna deliver us. He's gonna put his laws into us. He's doing all the heavy lifting. He's gonna make us perfect.
We just gotta show up.
Right. All we gotta do is show up.
Show up.
Show up and try. Just show me you actually care. All right. Have some self-discipline. All right. You let go of the weed. You know, let go of this, that abomination, this, that, whatever. All right. And then just teach, preach, show your faith. I'm gonna do everything else. You're gonna suffer a little bit. All right. Hell, shit, you've been going on. It's expected. That's judgment. But in the day, I'm gonna save you from all the hell that come. You're gonna eat. You're gonna drink. Everybody else is out here dying and starving and lost and confused. We over here rejoicing, laughing, happy, drinking, eating.
It just ain't dawned on these people yet, man. I've been talking to a few people, and it's like, bro, we just ain't clicked with them. That it's like in another month.
They ain't concerned. They throwing big ass block parties. 3 different parts in Chicago and the burbs. At least 3. I only heard 3. You know, shit. I'm not the most social person, so I wouldn't know extra shit. They had at least 3 big ass block parties. Hell, while I was at one bar, I quit the groovy last night. I'm in the parking lot. You know, I had to go to Hillside to do some shit, meet up with this chick and shit. These motherfuckers on top of the fucking car twerking. 'Cause I had some song playing, and then it was twerking when I left. I came back, they was out there still on the hood of the car twerking. I'm like, damn. I parked away from her, like, don't dance on my car, bitch. I would like, but these people crazy. These niggas.
It's nothing left for them but death. It's nothing left for them. I got something real quick. This is Job 5:19. And this is for the elect. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death. And in war from the power of the sword. So we got the ultimate protection. If what? If we endure till the end, man. All right? There's a certain number that's going to be saved that was predestined from the beginning. Hey, and Lord willing, we those men. Okay? And it said through the Spirit that those men would do what? Do the works that was prophesied in the scriptures. It's plain, man. You got something?
Well, this is Psalm 91:9, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. And that's exactly what the Yahweh said to do. Like what we're saying, all we got to do was do the work, and the Lord is going to provide protection. You know, scripture talk about the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run into it and receive.
That's it on that? I got one. It's Luke 6 and 20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. We've been weeping, sighing and crying. It's not like we just not weeping anymore. We still in hell. All right. So may the Lord come save us speedily. But the point is, we've been suffering, kept the word of the Lord's patience, and we continue to keep it, right? But the Lord said we blessed for this. We keep going. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. So look, we've been weeping this whole time. Everybody else been partying, having a good time, scoffing at us, trying to kill us. And we what? We like it says here, increase in learning, increase sorrow. All right, our sorrow was increased because we understand how it should be. And we through the Spirit of Yahweh have been enduring it. But the Lord said that's gonna change, man. We're gonna laugh, man. We've been suffering, been at the bottom, poverty, all right, mold in the house, all right, dealing with all type of shit. All right, and guess what's the problem? The Lord said He's going to do that to us. So we had to deal with it at the bottom, heavy. But the Lord said, what? We should be filled. So the more this place goes down, the more our stock rise, man. The more the Lord going to protect. Even if we get cast out of our cribs, which is worse, we have abundance. That's what the Lord going to protect us in the wilderness.
Right.
We're going to be straight. He did it in the ancient world we got in Egypt. He protected us so hard. It said their clothes didn't get old, their shoes didn't even get old, man. Shit didn't get dirty. The Lord didn't just separate the Red Sea. All right, He separated the water. He made sure the ground was dry. He took the water out even the ground. Jake wasn't even walking on the mud. Jake was walking on dry ground. All right, that's how much the Lord got us, man. I'm gonna keep going. Blessed are ye men when men shall hate you. So like, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. We blessed for that. They listened to us. We were shamed. Yeah, it sucked or whatever, but it was cool. Why? Rejoice. Yep. Rejoicing in that day and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in like manner did their fathers to the prophets. We in good company. They did it to our forefathers. They did it to us. But there's always a reward at the end of it. Like it says in Hebrews concerning Yahushua. It said he despised, it said, look at the captain of my salvation. Look at the captain of our salvation who despised the shame. And that the word despise right there, he thought little of it, man. He's like, that shame ain't nothing. Why it tells you in that same verse, because of the glory that was set before him. So we know what the reward is at the end of the day, man. So we suffered for that moment. All right, but it was a reward coming to us. And we at the time when that reward. All right, like it says in Romans 11th chapter, the Lord is going to pour out the riches of his mercies upon us. Hey, mercy from the Lord ain't just we get saved. Nah, it's a lot that comes with that. Because the Lord, when he look out, he look out.
He preserved you
in
the roughest of affliction. Was that Elisha and Elijah that they had to he would feel the oil and meal every day.
I believe it was Alicia, but I definitely could be wrong.
And that's something spiritual right there, man. That's a miracle. The Lord's gonna do those things again in these times, man.
Yep,
He's
and
gonna
greater.
need that.
Yep, he said these works are greater. Yeah,
The whole world don't hear.
the Lord made water come out of a rock for us.
Even like people, like even look at like Esau thinks he's gonna win all this, right? Esau still has to feed these troops. You know what I mean? Like you gotta remember that the Lord's gonna create famines. He's gonna create all these pestilences. The Lord is about like this. Everything you know, the shit that these people hold near and get into their heart, their way of life, all that shit. None of this shit matters. All this shit gonna end.
And you said something heavy. Esau still gotta feed these troops. They ain't gonna have it. They're gonna be looting. They're gonna be looting and taking shit. Like on like Book Eli, man. They was going house to house. That's in 2 Kings 16. They're gonna be going house to house, getting up the last little resources and shit. And they're doing what they gotta do, man. But this place is gonna be divided. They're not gonna be listening to them no more. It's gonna be all type of just self-justice out here, man. They're gonna regard their king. It was an episode of Rick and Morty. The syndicate got taken down, right? And the basic economy crashed. And it was like, who's gonna pay us? He gave an order up. It's like, well, why are we follow that? Who's gonna pay us? He was like, yeah, wait a minute, who's gonna pay me? And they started just taking shit apart. And this is in like a government official meeting room. They just started taking shit right then and there, man. Like, who's gonna pay me? They all like, well, wait a minute, who's paying us? And they just started taking shit, man. Whatever they wanted, they took like the president shit and all that shit, man. This is verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are poor, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you, when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. So we've been suffering, we've been going through all type of hell all this time. But look, it was for a purpose. For one, it was for the name of the Lord. All right. It was to do. We had a job to do, man. It was to profess Yahweh Shem Shai. And if people don't like Yahweh Shem Shai, so that's why they don't like us. All right. But at the same time, there's also a reward, and we're in the time of that reward, man. All right. The more these people go hungry, the more the Lord's going to be blessing us. The more these people go down, the more we're going to get lifted up. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Point blank period.
We've been living our life waiting for the fucking world to end for the last 7, 10, some odd, however long we've been this
suffering.
We've been just waiting for this.
Leaky ceilings. Hey, plagues. Pests. All right, whatever one you want to think about. Whether the roaches or ants. All right, or flies. All right, just fruit flies come every fucking summer like that. Ain't no fruit out. Where the fuck these fruit flies coming from? Like, what the fuck?
Nigga woman.
Yeah. All type of shit, man. And now we at the end of this, man. We've been looking forward to it. It says death is a acceptable sentence to the man in poverty. So we've been waiting for the end of this shit, man. But not on that, we don't even expect that. The Lord said he got us, man. You know? My servant shall eat, he shall be hungry.
Second
chapter.
Yep. That's been my favorite scripture.
It's my favorite. We're gonna have abundance, bro. That's my favorite. I'm rocking with it. The Lord be blessing.
I got off the train. I thought I was going off. I'm over here talking to the military person. I'm like, man, I've been waiting for so long.
You ain't see the picture I posted of me and Sergeant Fong? I said Sergeant Fong is my nigga. Hey, look, he had a big ass M16 on him. I say, man, you ready to use that against? I said, you ready to use that against these niggas? He's like, I mean, I hope I don't have to. I said, you don't have to. I said, you watch Frank Castle, Punisher. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, they want to use that, man. And we talked for a good, bro, I don't know how long we talked for. We was out there chilling. It's me and him. You know, the brothers around doing what they was doing, but me and him were just talking, chilling, man. And I'm like, hey, it is what it is, man. Mm-hmm. And he gave me record. He told me, he talked some shit, told me someplace to go and shit. Hey, the Lord got us, man.
So, I got something quick.
It's heavy.
Proverbs 8:34. Oh, it said, "Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors." So, like the brother just said, man, we've been waiting for a long time. Imagine the apostles, even longer than that, man, waiting for this one woman, man. All right.
Prophet Zion, see the things. got this second Ezra is 2. Sorry. You know what? Damn. We'll start at 25. It says nourish our children, hold out good nurse, establish their feet. Man, we gonna be stable in that day, man. Hey, we not gonna like we about to see a lot of shit, man. We about to see death on a scale that hey, scriptures what does it say in that Daniel? A day never before seen. It says as for thy servants, it says, as for thy servants whom I've given thee, there should not one of them perish, for I will require them from among the number. Yeah, we not gonna be out here just dying. These people are gonna be dying the most horrific deaths you ever seen in your life, man. Just home invasions, just getting beat to death, raped to death, burnt to death.
Bro, some bitch just got raped. I wish I could remember, bro. She just got raped to death in the church.
Damn.
If I'm not mistaken, a bitch got raped to death in the church.
Hey. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
So in Jeremiah 30,
No. That's the point, man. It's almost like a bizarre world to everybody else, man. We cheering and rooting for this motherfucker to go down. Everybody's sad and man, I hope this come back. Man, I hope this open up. Man, we cheering for this shit to stay shut down. We cheering for this shit to get worse, man. For the police to kill more of you motherfuckers, man.
These people don't even smile anymore. I was coming from the store, I was smiling and shit. Motherfuckers are like, how is this possible? You're getting the flick on there, like, and you can always be the mice too. It's like, what? You shouldn't be smiling this time. I don't see how you're smiling. All your people would be like, what do you have to smile about, goddammit? They want to know, man. They see the light, man. Because you can't fake this shit, man. It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh. It says, my hand shall cover thee, so thy children shall not see hell. The hell is that death, man. Because this brother's with children, man. You got to think, I was thinking, we were in the park one day, we at Washington Park, and I'm like, man, it's going to be so chaotic. Just getting out of your crib around the block is going to be like, that 1 minute is going to feel like an hour. And you got to think, hey, doing that with a child, like, it's one thing being alone, but doing that with like a few children, hey, the Lord's really going to be with us, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be like
he with us now. These people lost it. I posted in group earlier how he went to a grocery store or whatever. He's like, I got extra stuff. How many times you seen brothers even recently posting it with me? Anybody help say something? Jake was getting extra. Like he just said, look, get the groceries, I got this, I'm gonna be over such crib. The Lord blessing us even now, bro. Like got us, he maneuvered us from the places we was at, where it went up at, put us in different positions and areas. The Lord's already working his work, man. I got one for you. This was in Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. All right, and Jeremiah 37, it says, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, which that second Ezra just said, promise that we're going to be straight in Jacob's trouble. And the end of that verse in Jeremiah 37 says that he shall be saved out of it. The Lord got us, man. Okay? In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure was taken for misery. All right, we're dead to this world, and people look at us like, oh, you wasting your life, you wasting your time, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. You just into the Bible, that's all you went to. And look, and they are born from us to be our destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. We've been suffering, going through different things we've been going through, but we held on to the hope of immortality. That's why we let go. Because the hope of immortality. That's why we said, fuck it all, man. This ain't living here. All right, everything here is temporary and defiled, man. The when you gotta have sex with a condom on, you're no longer having sex, really, man. That's the fucking worst. All right? That's the fucking worst. Or you gotta pull out. You come in the mid-air. That shit is horrible, man. That shit is going off. All right? When a woman tell you, oh, my period is late, I'm pregnant, that shouldn't be oh man, what the fuck? That should be a rejoicing. Yes, my legacy going on. All right?
It was a blessing back in the day.
Come.
When a woman was with child, man. And even so, just to add to the point, man, even if a brother died right now, man, and he's part of that elect, he's coming back with the Lord, man.
Oh,
Better
yeah.
believe that.
Yeah. Con. It says the dead and Hamashiach should be raised first. They'll get their new bodies first. All right? Man, you shouldn't have to take no fucking supplements. Well, you got to take iron supplements or this. So motherfuckers eat meat every damn day. Why do you need an iron supplement? The iron is right there in the meat. Oh, but the meat you got to eat the fucking grass. It had corn all in it, so it's all fucked up. All right, tomatoes is spliced with fucking flounder fish DNA, so it's growing the fucking cold. Who knows how the fuck that affects our fucking body, man? This is hell, man. How could you want this? So we said, fuck this place, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh, they opened their eyes and allowed us to see and say, fuck this place. We're going to hope in the immortality. And haven't been a little... Oh, something happening. What is it say?
What is that? What is that?
What city?
What time?
It's loud. I'm sounding the alarm, but we already knew that.
You heard on the brother's phone, man.
You had to put it out there again. Motherfucker turned up too hard
Last night was turned. We got to remind these niggas.
Last night.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
And if you don't comply, man, we at the end of this shit, man. They want to put that mark of the beast in you, and if you don't comply, they're gonna turn your shit off, man. They're gonna turn your phone on. They're gonna turn everything off.
Niggas can't live without that. Like you motherfuckers can't go without these things, man. Like you all aren't ready. Like you said, the letting go. These people aren't ready to let go, man. They're struggling to hold on right now.
We already checked out this place. Real quick, somebody got Isaiah 10:20 on deck. And having been a little chastised, they should be greatly rewarded. But the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold of the furnace have they tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as to be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath cared for his elect. So look, fuck being working all this time to be a servant. We working to be rulers. All right, we putting our dedication and our mental strength and everything into the Lord, man. So we can, like as you said, we're gonna reign over the nations. We're gonna run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. I mean, we're gonna fuck some shit up. All right. We to hell with this place, man. We trust in the Lord, and because of that, the Lord got us, man. Somebody got the Isaiah 10.
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Most High, the Holy One of Israel, in truth."
Right, we ain't gonna stay up on the one that scored us, man.
Right.
Fuck Esau, man. Fuck these other nations that rule over us. Right? We ain't marching for fucking George Floyd, man. We ain't finna get no justice or no peace from fucking Esau, man. Esau plot to get rid of us, man. All right, brother, just read the scripture that a number of us gonna be cooked through that spiritual fire, man, and be what's that in Zechariah 13:8?
Tried as gold, yeah.
Tried as gold. We'll come through the fire, man. All
We're
right.
gonna be made as the gold of Ophir.
We're gonna be built up and ready to deal with what's coming.
That's right.
So we're not depending on getting anything from Esau, man.
Hey, and through the spirit, hey, guess what? The Lord's so cold, you niggas trusting Esau, but it's in Proverbs, it says, every man seeketh the king's favor, but all judgment comes from the Lord. So y'all up here seeking after Esau, kissing his ass, and Esau is giving you hatred. Meanwhile, we tell Esau who he is to his face, and Esau trying to be cool with us. All right, and that's in the scripture, man. That's Jeremiah. It says, the enemy shall entreat thee well.
That's it. What I experienced is working at a job, just when you ignore Esau and be like, you don't really want to fuck with him and keep your distance, like I'm just here to do whatever. That's when they try to be buddy with you, nice with you. Like why you ain't shucking and jiving like the rest of these fucking niggas over here. You act like you didn't give a fuck if I spoke to you or not, because I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. I'm here to get my check, man. You know, that's it, and go the fuck home.
Like that situation where Buddy was going up that road, man. Just pull me up, man. Here, take
Right, he trying to get cool with Esau platform. That's the and they shit pissed on him.
Literally.
Yeah, literally, they pissed on him. He gave him the rope, he grabbed him and pissed on that nigga, man.
Heard him in the face.
Yeah, fuck out of here, man.
That's Esau in a nutshell, man. You all are study trying to intrigue to this wicked ass motherfucker, man.
Instead of seeking the Lord, seek Yahweh. All right, like brother just read, man. What's that? Proverbs 16:7. When a man waits to please the Lord, he make even his enemies to be at peace with him. Hell with fucking Esau, man.
I'm gonna jump this. I'm gonna skip up. So this back in 2 Ezra 2 and 34. It says, and therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest. He is nigh at hand and shall come in the end of the world.
And just a quick point on that heathen is talking about some of the Israelite foreigners, man. Israel became heathens. All right, when you read the three holy children, they called that. Is it three holy children? No, Susanna. When you read Susanna, Daniel called the elder of Israel a Canaanite because of his wickedness. All right, Yahushua called Israelites Edomites in St. John 8 chapter 44th verse. And Obadiah tells you we became strangers.
Says,
No. Brother broke it down. Like it's spiritual. You can read this scripture, but if you don't got the Lord supping with you, you're not gonna understand it, man. Somebody will read heathen and hear and understand, and then say, hey, the Gentiles can fucking make it, man. That's not what they're saying, man.
The Lord called Israelites.
He was heathen at a point.
He called them Sodom. He called them Sodomites at one point. He said, hear this word, oh Sodom. He was talking to Israel in the book of Isaiah, I believe.
Right.
You know? He called them whole Sodomites. That's crazy. He called me, hey, your grandma did it. Stop really like some damn heathens. That was the first time I heard heathens. My grandma, as far as I can remember, she was acting like some damn heathens.
Basically, being that Gentile, man, being that Gentile mindset.
You know who said it? Nelly said it in that song. He said, me and my heathens. Talking about niggas.
This is verse 35. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore.
Be ready for the reward, man. To hell with this place. We're looking forward. What is, I believe it's in Colossians maybe or Corinthians. All right, it says we're looking forward to the things to come. All right, not this shit is temporary. I gotta pull it up. Not pushing it. This shit right here is temporal, man.
That's it. But the Lord giving us something that's everlasting, man. Yeah. Once we in our kingdom and once we solidify, man, we're not worrying about somebody else coming up or taking over and this and that. It's a wrap, man. It's over. We got the victory. There's no more tears to be shed. It's done, man. It is done.
It says, flee the shadow of this world and see the joyfulness of your glory.
Hey, come out of her, my people, man. Flee the shadow of this world. Get your mindset from this place, man. Everything we doing here is just for the moment, day by day, until we get the hell up out of here, man. This place gotta receive her judgment, and we can't be wrapped up in it. Because guess what? What it says, no hand join a hand. Guess what? You're gonna be wrapped up with the heathen and get the same destruction as the heathen. Fighting for fucking civil rights. Fuck civil rights, man. We fighting for rulership, man.
When you shine that light, man, shadows go away. So yeah, when Yahweh shines that light, man.
Shit. That's terrible. Hey, fuck me up.
Hey, that light comes, it's over.
I'll just take that one, put it in my pocket.
I got quick precept to the he said,
Speak up a little bit.
God, he said after this Esau's kingdom ends, we're gonna be no other nation is gonna rise to Yahweh Shai's kingdom. In 2 Esdras 6 and 9, where Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So there is not gonna be no other nation rising up and establishing another kingdom. It's gonna be Yahweh Shai's kingdom, man. It's gonna last forever and ever.
Speak up,
The fan on, speak up.
I got a precept to the Elder Benjamin.
Speak up, Bob. Too cool to talk about.
This 2 Corinthians 1:18. We look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Right? So everything is temporary, man. Like the other Benjamin talked about, you know.
That's heavy because everything is changing fast now, man. All these judgments that the Lord is bringing is quick and fast paced, man. So temporary shit that you was doing fucking 4 months ago, you're not doing today, man. Shit is changing and changing and changing until what? Until all things are fulfilled. All right, this shit is making long-term plans for this kingdom, man. It's very foolish, very foolish.
Shit, what was the little way back meal coming from tomorrow?
They don't even know where to go grocery shopping today. They ain't even figured out their dinner plans yet. Where we gonna go?
Shit getting real out here.
Coronavirus. It's real, y'all.
We back in the second Ezra 2 and 37. It says, "Oversee." Oh, sorry, 36. It says, "Leave the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of His glory. I testify my Savior openly." And that's what we've been doing, man. Proclaiming the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Proclaiming the gospel. It says, "Oh, receive this gift that is given to you, and be glad, giving thanks unto Him that hath called you to the heavenly kingdom." It says, Arise and stand, arise up and stand. Behold the number of those that were sealed in the feast of the Lord, man. So, hey, this again, man, the prophecies are speaking. Hey, the children of Israel are standing up. We always say, "Kwam Yasharala." You know, we're coming back to our being our right minds again. You know, now we just ain't waiting for the Lord to confirm us, man. Hey, we just gotta keep doing the works. Hey, keep fasting, keep praying, keep proclaiming the names of Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey, because this is over with, man. It's like, you know, your flesh gets weak at times, but then you just think, like, bro, this is one battle that Esau and these heathens can't win, man. They can't win this battle.
The judgment is written, man. That's why the Lord talk about being content, man. You know, we always want to do this and do that in the flesh, but really, and the Lord gave us everything, man. If you really think about it, man.
Yep.
He sustained us through this, and even when the more eviler times come, He's going to sustain us through that. You know.
Hey, right now people are bugging out, man. Hey, because the whole riots here, that was like a psyop in a sense. But these people, you know, was set up perfectly. People been in the house all the time. They ain't got no fucking jobs. They ain't got nothing to do. So that was one little like party day for them. But then it's like now they're back in the house tweaking again. You know, it's barely what this is June, right? It's barely like what the first week of June. People already they forgot about COVID. They ain't wearing the mask. They ain't social distancing no more. And it's not just Jenkins, these heathen too, man. So hey, when everything gets taken away, we're gonna see what's what, man. That's what's gonna happen. The Lord's gonna cut the stay of bread for these people. You know, that's the last thing to go. You know, fuck the money. It's like when you need that. The scriptures talk about what you need to live, man. That food, the raiment, the clothing, but the big thing is gonna be that food, man. The Lord is gonna bring these families.
Since you said that, this Matthew 6:26. Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Like we brought out the scripture of my servant shall eat. Hey, the Lord's going to take care of us in that day when people are out here bugging out because there's no food. When there's not enough food, people start bugging out. They start going home invasion, going into people's houses, taking their stuff, their food. But the Lord's He's gonna be guiding us, man. As long as we're doing what we need to do, He's gonna take care of us.
And we were well in the corner, Jay. Now the whole world's getting pushed in that corner, man. They get to feel what that corner is like.
Right? Hey, welcome to hell, motherfucker.
Like, how y'all smiling in these FEMA camps, man? I just see everybody die.
Bro, I've been laughing at all this shit. Hey, judgment's going out. People losing their minds, bro. They're not even driving more.
Yeah.
Man, this is a dangerous time to even drive. You gotta stay prayed up.
The whole, you know how like people are like, what's going on with the forgetful of good turns? just their everyday actions. It's just like these people lose their whole morality and everything. They're just losing it all. They're losing it quick. You know, like, hey, shit, I be talking to people. It's either I don't want to talk to you, or I just let people get the W. You know, you don't even want to argue with these people, man, because they emotional. Like right now, they emotional. This is the worst thing to be. Emotional, proud, and desperate. That sums up all these people right now, man. Yeah.
There's Luke 23:31, where they do these things in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry? This is the beginning. They're still, you know, they still have their ways of entertainment, their ways to eat. But right now, when America's wholly dry, and it's in dry hole, but you can't go out of your end of your block, or you can't go to the grocery stores, or you can't wash with your motor wash, not even entertainment at home. That's when things are gonna get ugly out here.
Right. I got one. This back in that second 16 and second half of 16 and I was going to start 18. Says the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death. That's what's coming, man. Famine and great death. Like you see it right now, like with these homeless people, because basically when everybody was working, you know, the next class of people being at the bottom or whatnot, the homeless, they were getting basically the crumbs of the little things that the working class man can get. Where are they now? So now, hey, these homeless people, you see it with them, they losing it. They're tweeting out hard, man. They were like, hey, man, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to take it by force. And now imagine, like, when the next group of people, the multitude, they're going to get put in that situation, man. It says, the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evil. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And Ezra seen this, man. The one thing about the men of the Lord, they have faith, man. Hey, our Redeemer is Yahushua, man. That's our rock. You all don't have anything, man. What do you got? You got 16 bullets. You got 16 bullets. They laughing at us like, oh, you got an invisible God. Like shit, that's what?
And that's they scoffed too during all this protest shit. Y'all keep waiting on the daddy in the sky. We're gonna go ahead and man, look, Esau gonna fuck you up because the Lord gonna make him fuck you up. Right. The Lord, man, I got one for you real quick to jump in there with you.
Maybe Romans 13:1.
Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. There is no power but of the Most High.
Right, there's no power but of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, period, man. Everything that's going down on this earth is ordained, man. The Lord ain't lost control, ain't no rogue this or rogue that. Right. The things that's happening is according to his game plan, man. Keep going.
The powers that he ordained of the Most High.
Right. The Lord said in Daniel, he set up the basis of man. So he set up these wicked ass people to rule. All right. There is no power but of him. So Esau is the end of the world. The brother brought out earlier. All right. He's that last kingdom to go down. So if he's still in rulership, he ain't letting you niggas get no carnal win. It's because you got a gat or a block or whatever the fuck you got.
Because Esau knows, man, this guy's fucking losing sleep at night. The Israelites are everywhere across the world. It's not even about it's not even about the small shit that you peons think about, man. It's about the elect waking up. The prophets are on the streets. This guy sees the chariots, man. This guy knows the sign. These guys read the scriptures, man. They know they look at the signs of heaven. You know what I mean? They're the only one trying to accomplish that prophecy about numbering the stars, going in the depths of the ocean. Because they're trying to get out of that jam, man. They're trying to disannul the covenant, man. They're trying to basically, hey, they're trying to stop the Lord from coming back to save us,
upset them prophecies.
Yeah. Look, you can't do it, man. These are things that just can't be done. It's like Yahushua's not losing any battle, man. It's like shit. We're still here. All the prophets are still here, breathing, eating good. You know what I mean? It's like Esau's gonna come, put some of the prophets to death, put some in human camp.
They're gonna try to what? You just read the second chapter. It said, get that over.
Can we go back to it?
Yes, bro, because the scriptures say what it said cannot be broken. Like, come on. They're gonna try to. We gonna see how the Lord say he got us.
It's bad.
That just when I read the scripture, I take it literal verbatim. Go ahead.
The second Ezra is 2:27.
Start with saying they're in trouble.
Yeah. It says, as my servants whom I've given thee.
Oh, was that what said that they're in trouble?
No, that's verse above that one.
Go up.
It says,
no, that's a. Just make sure you read that one too. Time of trouble. That's 24. Start at 24.
Start 24?
Yeah, good nurse.
Okay, come. Second Ezra is 24, second Ezra 2 and 24. Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come.
And what's the rest? This word, Isaiah 28th chapter. All right, go ahead.
Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet.
And how do you nourish them? By giving this word, man. Already says, and Yahweh Shai said it, man should not live off of bread alone, but by every word of the Most High. All right, that's how you nourish them. It says establish their feet. All right, how do you establish them? With this word, that's so you know how to walk. Yahweh Shai said he's the way. He's the way, the truth, and the light, man. So this is the way right here. Walk ye in it. This is the way. This is where your feet should be, right here. Go ahead.
It says, ask my servants whom I'm giving thee.
And Amos 3:7. All right. Surely the word of God with nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Go ahead.
It says, there shall not one of them perish.
Not one of them shall perish. That's literal. Now look, but keep going, because go ahead.
For I will require them from among thy number. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
So when Jacob's trouble is here, the prophets are straight. Point blank period. That's what scripture say. It says the heathens gonna want to do stuff to us, they won't be able to do it. The elder Byron read the Job, the 5th chapter. All right. Psalm 91 says, only with our eyes shall we behold the judgment of the wicked. All right, when you read in what is that? 2 Corinthians, it says we are punished now, so we're not judged the rest of the world. The Lord's not a man he should lie. He's not going to judge us now, make us suffer for these things, and then bless and endure it through his spirit. It's a blessing that we endure through it. All right, his gift, his blessing, his mercy. He's not going to lie and have us go through all of this, all right, and then still judge us with the rest of the world. No.
Somebody got to make it.
That's right.
Somebody got to be up and see the flames and mingle glass and describe the revelation. Somebody got to see that. So that's a guarantee.
So Esau gonna try and want to do stuff, but the Lord promised that he got us. All right. What's that? Sirach 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight with thee. Be thou faithful unto death, you know. And he says that he's gonna catch you in there for 10 days. But be thou faithful unto death. The Lord got us. And that revelation is written to different churches. The church of Philadelphia was the church of the brotherly love, the church that was on point. They didn't get no rebuke. The Lord said, look, you kept the word of my patience, I'm going to keep you from our temptation. The Lord is keeping us from all of that, man. And this is Job 30 and 15. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved. So all the Lord wanted us to do was to return to him and just be in his word. What's our rest? Isaiah 28. All right. Second Thessalonians, the 1st chapter. All right. Waiting on the Lord. That's our rest. Waiting on him, right? In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. So all we have to do is just have the faith and just wait on the Lord. Right? And ye would not. Our people don't want that. But ye said no, for we will flee upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee. They want to do it themselves. Carnal means. The Lord said do it that way, right? And we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. They want to run for Esau. They want to fight against Esau. We're going to make Esau even raw when they come against you, right? 1,000 shall flee after Duke of 1. After Duke of 5 shall ye flee. So one Edomite is going to make 1,000 niggas run. Till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on an hill. And therefore will Yahweh wait, he may be gracious unto you. So the Lord is going to allow Esau, when he sees this or whatever else comes down the pipe, the different plagues and shit, to take out these 2/3, man. But the Lord says he's going to wait and do that so the grace can be shown upon us. we're gonna be an ensign upon the hill. Everybody's like, why didn't these niggas get touched? What the fuck is going on? Everybody's gonna see and wonder at that. All right, we're gonna be an ensign upon the hill, and therefore will he be exalted? Because then they're gonna know why. Because the Yahweh Shem Yahweh is the true power, and Yahweh's true power. Yahweh is a power. He's the son of that true power, man. That he may have mercy upon you, for Yahweh is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him. So that's just it, man. In fact, I'm reading one more. For the people shall dwell in Zion and Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He'll be very gracious unto thee. At the voice of thy cry, he shall hear it. He will answer thee. And we've been sighing and crying this whole time. And now the Lord is starting to listen, man. He's visiting his earth. So the more we cry out, we make our prayers, the Lord got us, man. Now, if Esau grab us up and we are faced with the beheading to the spirit, the Lord will keep us out of temptation. It's going to be impossible for us to even take the chip. It's going to be impossible for us to go off and bow down to Esau because the Spirit of the Lord is going to be that strong on us, man. All right, but either way, the Lord said he got us. He said he required that number, so somebody got to be immortal. Starting now.
Anything else?
Oh, it's a lot.
Well, I got looking. I got one looking.
He said it's more. I think someone says. I think it's Adam say immortality. I can't find his word, but let me see.
I got one for you while you're getting it. This is 1 Corinthians 15. And I'm gonna get to the point. This whole section is just amazing. I'm gonna get to the point though. Shit. Y'all can get to the point. This is all hard. 1 Corinthians 15:51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment. So we ain't all gonna die, but we all gonna get changed. Now we all gonna get those new bodies. All right, like hey, the brother Cap Lee died. You know, we have brother Elder Nate died. All right, brothers in different camps. Brother from Vegas. You know, these different men have passed. They're gonna be raised up first. But as far as when the Lord is bringing his judgment down, he said we're not gonna be caught up in that, man. Okay. Now this I say, brethren, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. All right, so like Bob Rogers said, man, somebody gotta be here to get changed.
That's great.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 15.
I got one. This make sure it's the right one. Slot. This So 2 Ezra 7:43, it says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past.
Heavy. It says doom. It says doom is prescribed for this place. This place got to get a great judgment. But within that great judgment, the Lord promised immortality to his elect. So he has kept for his elect. So that's what we're hoping into, man. All right, look at the generation of old. Did he ever trust in the Lord and was confounded? No. And also in Psalms it says, you never seen the children of the Lord break of the righteous, begging bread. So the Lord got us, man. And he's already been showing us. And it's like, at this point, how much more the Lord got to show he got us, man? Shit. And he's still going to do it. He's going to give us spiritual powers. He's going to have, and we finna get fame and praise in the lands that we've been scattered in. All right, we're finna get to Isaiah 4:1. You know, that's important too, man. It's probably wouldn't be really important.
Quick precept. 2 Ezra 6:26. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from birth. And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed, right? And talk about in Ezekiel, getting that new heart and turned into another meaning. So that's the point, man. Brothers, got anything else? We'll wrap it up. All right. With that, this is Camp of GMS, Chicago. We want to give our glory, praise, and honors to Yahweh, Hashem, Hashem, send out double honors to the apostles once again. We're going to say salutations to next time, and we're going to say Bob Ball.
Bob, Bob. Sorry, I was able to calculate.